Our special guests, Your Excellency Jean-Claude Gallia Malia. I hope I got the name right. Thank you. The President of the Professional Footballers Association of Ghana, Mr. Sami Kufo, and all the legends here and present, including those who are not even here with us. The Vice President of our own Football Association, my brother, my inspirer, Mark Addo. Members of the Executive Council of our Football Association here in present. I see Nana Safo Odro and the rest. Our proud sponsors here in present. I know Bet Power are here. I know Malcolm are here. And all the sponsors who are well represented here. Flora, etc., etc. If I didn't mention your name, it doesn't mean you are not one of our sponsors. Visit Ghana. The General Secretary and the hard-working staff of our dear Football Association, my colleagues from the media, if I've missed your name or your portfolio, kindly forgive me. I am extremely humbled to be offered this opportunity to stand in front of all our legends here and present and those who are absent. Because those who are absent are either watching us live or they are listening to us on various radio networks across the country. I am humbled that you have given me the opportunity not only to serve, but to speak to you in the build-up to our fourth appearance at the biggest football platform in the world. It's called the World Cup. This morning, we started a special journey. That special journey was a walk with our legends. And I am extremely happy that a lot of our legends, young and old, yes, we have young legends, made it to the starting point and ended at the desired ending point. Can we clap for ourselves, please? To the extent that even the likes of Sami Kufo never jumped into any vehicle. Sami, did you jump into any vehicle? So this morning, we had a very healthy exercise. Thank you for turning out in your numbers to support the worthy cause. So months ago, this story started with the commencement of the qualification games towards the World Cup. The last of that all-important exercise took place on the 29th of March in Abuja, in Nigeria. I am sure, like I think Alhaji Ibrahim Sande said, when Ghana was paired to play against the Republic of Nigeria, there were a lot of doubting Thomases. But I remember my words to our warriors in the changing room at the Bavaria Sports Stadium after the game had ended 0-0. One of the phrases I used is that we are Ghana. We are Ghana. And regardless of the scoreline in Kumasi, we will go over to Abuja and make history. What happened? We showed that we are Ghana. Can we clap for ourselves, please? We were only able to show that we are Ghana because, again, to use one of my favorite phrases, we had undiluted support from each one of you here seated. We had undiluted support from our countrymen and women, and we had undiluted support from the President of our Republic and our Sports Minister, Ayiko Yadamasi. That should tell all of us that individual players don't win, individual talents don't win, teamwork wins. Teamwork wins. And if it is that we always stay as a team, we are always winners. And in all occasions that we've won trophies, we showed our ability to stay as a unit and as a family. This quality has never deserted our country. At all times, when the chips are very low, Ghana shows up as a family. And we made it on the 29th of March as a family. Everybody in this country responded to my clarion call to wake up and support our own Black Stars. Because that is the only senior male national team that we have in this country. It is called our Black Stars. And when I realized that the whole country was united behind our Black Stars, it had a multiplier effect on the adrenaline levels of the players. And what happened? They showed it on the pitch. They showed it on the pitch. And they showed it on the pitch. At the end, it was not Nigeria going to the World Cup, it is Ghana. And we are Ghana. Can we give it to ourselves, please? What we saw on the 29th of March was a result of all the hard work each one of us, plus our hardworking staff at the national headquarters, our staff at the 10 regions, our staff at the Technical Directorate, our staff in Pram, have been putting in and out, day in, day out, every day in the last 2.5 years, 3 years. The Emuhu was not a fluke. It was as a result of hard work, day in, day out, day and night. Ayiko. 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 Football is consumed in 211 countries worldwide. Football is consumed in 211 countries worldwide. From these 211 countries, only 32 have made it to the Mondial, and Ghana will be there. Charlie, it not be easy. It not be joke. Let's give it to ourselves, please. We deserve it. We deserve it. I think for those of you who have played at the World Cup, for those of you who have played at the World Cup, for those of you who have managed teams at the World Cup, you know what it means to be part of that special group called the World Cup. And for those of you who have managed national teams to play at the World Cup, you know exactly what it means to manage football at that highest level of football governance. Ayiko. Ayiko. And in saying this, let me say Ayiko to the former president of our Football Association, President Kwesi Nyantakyi. Let's give it to him. Please, let's give it to him. President Kwesi Nyantakyi qualified Ghana to the World Cup on 3 occasions. 3. 2006, 2010, 2014. Let's give it to him again, please. And everybody who worked with him in those years that Ghana was represented at the world stage. Again, Ayeko. Our journey, like I said earlier, has been helped massively by the political leadership of this country. We all know that your football association cannot afford to fully finance activities of the 12 national teams that we have. We have 12 national teams. But in every tournament, Ghana has been present. Ghana has participated. And this has happened because the leadership, the political leadership of our country have been very, very supportive. From the president of the land to our sector minister, Honorable Mustafa Yusuf, and everybody in government who believes or who have the belief that football has a big role to play in the economic or socio-economic development of our country. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Now we are here talking about the World Cup. The World Cup will never be a topic if our players have not represented us well. Our World Cup will never be a topic if our players of yesteryears have not set the pathway for us of today to follow. And it's the reason why I dove my heart out to the PFAG, the leadership, and everybody who has the love, the Retired National Footballers Association, who have the love to seek the welfare of our players, the welfare of players who represent our countries right at the U15 level, U17 level, up to senior team level. Ayeko PFAG, Ayeko Renfag, and Ayeko to everybody who believes that the welfare of our players is important. In saying this, I usually don't do this, but I'll do it today. Tony, Ayeko. Tony Bafo, Ayeko. Can we give it to him, please? Can we give it to him, please? The vision to set up an association to think about the welfare of footballers, the main actors of our sport in this country, wouldn't have been the case if there was no one Tony Bafo who had the vision and who put everybody together. Tony, Ayeko. And in saying this, Alhaji Ibrahim Sunday, could you be up and standing, please? With your permission. Please, come on, let's give it to him. Retired National Footballers Association has played a big role in the welfare of players who sacrifice, who do this for our country. And has taken people like Alhaji Ibrahim Sunday and the rest of the team to keep their colleagues alive and to be able to follow the sport that we love so much. Alhaji, thank you, and thank you. I remember my visit to the PFAG offices. I remember Tony and the rest, the president. We discussed the establishment of the standard player contract. I made a firm commitment towards this cause. We would cross the T's very soon. And hopefully, in the new season, we would introduce standard player contracts that would ultimately protect every signatory to those contracts. I'm talking about the players. Beyond the introduction of the standard player contract, we have also been discussing the introduction of minimum wages or minimum salaries for players, especially professional players in this country. Again, at my visit or during my visit with the PFAG, we discussed this policy. This policy will go through the processes. I'm talking about internal processes. And God willing, next season, we should introduce minimum player salaries in this country for professional players. I understand that there's an insurance scheme for ex-players of our national teams, again led by the PFAG. We would explore the possibility of ensuring that we have 100% coverage on health issues for our players. Indeed, if you have followed the work of the Technical Directorate, we are offering more trainings to coaches, and a lot of these coaches are ex-footballers. Unfortunately, we don't see a lot of women going into coaching. Meanwhile, we have the Black Queens, we have the Black Princesses, we have the Black Maidens, and on and on and on and on. It's important that we are proactive to ensure that we get our ladies to be interested in coaching. And it's important that we have a clear pathway for our ladies to not only have or develop the appetite to coach, but also enhance their capacity to be able to coach at the highest level. As a start, we will be offering some free coaching courses for women in the coming season. This is so crucial for the development of the sport. You would realize that in the time past, for almost every national team, we had a head coach and assistant coach. Now we introduce one more slot that would allow a lot more players or ex-players to have opportunities. So for every national team, we have the head coach and 2 assistant coaches. Some are even serving as physical trainers, etc., etc. Ama Senegal here is one of them. If you've not had a chance, please be patient. Your time will come. Your time will come. What is most important, my colleagues, is that you need to develop the appetite and the habit to learn. There is a belief that we don't stop learning until we are dead and gone. If there's one advice you need to pick from this gathering, it is the need for you not to stop learning. The proposal from Tony and his group is that, President, kindly allow us to use our ID card as the official identity card to enable our members across the country to access domestic games and national team games. Tony, is granted. Kindly engage the Secretariat. Let's agree on the processes and let's officialize it. I don't want Willie Cloche, Reverend Sekofi, Neo Date Lamte wanting to watch Dream Sexy versus what Hearts of Oak, and you struggle at the gate. This is not respect. This is not respect. These are people who volunteer themselves to play and to represent our country. Being supportive of a national cause is being with the colors in bad times and in good times. This is what I expect from each one of you. From John Pencil to Prince Tego to The Rock to each one of you. Even when things are bad, be positive. Be positive. Because if we were negative when you were playing, you wouldn't be called The Rock. You wouldn't be called the Prince of Goals. You wouldn't be called Nilamte. Let's be positive. Let's change the story. Let's change the atmosphere around our sport. We want our sport to be like England, to be like the La Liga. Let's change what is here. It's time for us to enjoy. And we will enjoy tonight. And we will create similar platforms that will ensure that we will continue with our enjoyment. Soundtrack, please. We will go to the World Cup, and believe me, our gallant warriors will be warriors. They will be warriors. They will be warriors. Because heaven knows where we are going. Thank you. Let's enjoy ourselves. Let's enjoy ourselves. Let's enjoy ourselves. Thank you.